Hi everyone, it's Danielle. I am here to tell you all about my follow-up system. I've just kind of revamped it a little bit. I will start off by saying that there are many different ways to do follow-up. There is no right or wrong way. As long as you are doing the follow-ups, you are golden. The fortune is in the follow-up. So it's very, very important in your Scentsy business that you are creating a system, using a system, whatever works best for you, that will help you stay connected to your customers and make sure that you're providing the best customer service. Now, with that being said, the best follow-up system is the one that you actually use, the one that actually works for you. So this is just mine. I want to show you how I use Trello in conjunction with AMI or AMI, and how I perform my follow-ups. Now, I have used the binder system. That didn't work for me. I've tried using paper systems. I've tried using Google Sheets. It just didn't work. This is what I found the most success so far. So here we go. I'm going to share my screen onto Trello. If you don't know how to use Trello, highly recommend that you go and search on YouTube the basics of Trello, but I do have a few different boards set up for my business. I'm going to be looking at the follow-up board here. This is where I keep my customer information. I should probably have, I don't think there's any super critical information. I'll be very careful about that. But this is essentially what I look at when I am trying to figure out who do I need to talk to next. Now, I do have Amy to guide me, which is, again, Scentsy's follow-up system app. They like a third-party app. I don't know what you actually call it, but my app is mimicked after Kimberly Polita. You can find her on YouTube. This is where I got this idea from, and then I kind of revamped it a little bit just to make it mine. Here is my first list, and or I guess I should say it is a list, and in my list I have a card for every host. Maybe that I know somebody who might, is going to be a host soon. I might put their information here. If they already have a card, let's say Rayanne, she just ordered and I think she's going to host, or she said, yes, I want to host, but I haven't picked a date. I'm just going to pull her card over from this list, which is my follow-up list. I need to follow up with these people in this month list. And I will pull her over to that list, the current parties list, because I know she's going to be booking a party and I know she needs to pick a date. And that's where I'll have my party hosts. Now, Erin, she just closed her party like literally last night, so this is good. We don't need to have this reminder anymore. Remove this. Right now, she's technically action pending because I have to deliver her orders. This is actually people who I've sent maybe samples to or who I've talked to about ordering Scentsy. Hi, baby. I've talked to about ordering Scentsy, but they haven't actually ordered. So I might just want to keep tabs on them. I know I have like 2 or 3 people who ask me questions about Scentsy and wanting to buy their first warmer, and I've offered to have them host a party, but they've declined. And so her name should actually be here. I just haven't created a card for her. Now, when I have a new customer or a prospect to become a customer, I have this template. I should probably label it, but I won't for now. This template is what every person, every customer / host / prospect of mine is going to have in their description of their card, which again falls under the list. So I would have a place to put their name. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to actually copy this. So I'm going to go down here, copy. Let's pretend my new customer's name is Mickey Mouse. Yeah, and if they did order, I would put right here their order date. Or maybe I sent them a sample. Maybe I might put their sample date. It's up to you. Create card. And now this customer template, nothing happens to it. It still is right there. You can see there. But you'll see Mickey Mouse has popped up. He's actually not ordered yet, so maybe I'm pulling him over here. This is just for sake of ease. You're going to be able to add information. So now I can name, obviously Mickey Mouse is his name. He's, I don't know what you want to call Mickey, character. And let's just put it that way. Spouse, Minnie. Kids, none that we know of. Pets, Pluto is his name. You're going to basically enter in all his information. If you have worked at Disneyland, you just caught what I'm doing right there. You know what address that is. But there you are. So I can add all the information. Why that's important? Okay, baby, we need to put this down.
I'm hungry.
You need to wait. There's yogurt if you want something really, really, really badly, but for now you need to wait. Okay. There also is your leftover lunch that you didn't eat. Add their details. You don't have to, when you first speak with them, ask them like they're in an interview. What's your email? What's your Facebook link? What's your birthday? How did we meet? What's on your wish list? That's a little bit too formal. This is just after having conversations, can you fill out any of this information? And the reason why you would want to save that is because you're building connections, you're building a relationship with your customers, and so you want to be able to ask them the next time you talk to them, hey, how's Pluto? It's been a while. I know you were doing this with Minnie Mouse and working on your house. I don't know. And that's just an example, but you want to be able to have a conversation. You want to actually, this is not to be disingenuous. This is to be genuine. You care enough to make a note so that you can ask because you do care. And it just will show so much more in your customer service when you remember the little details. And when you remember the details, you make your customers feel special. They're going to remember that you made them feel special. All right. Here's my new customer checklist. So let's say that they just ordered, maybe they placed an order on my website and I have no idea who they are. I want to make sure that I send a thank you for their order, for their order through an email or through a text. Actually, I could probably edit that. I sometimes will through a text message their way, an email. I might do a voice message like, hey, how did you find me? Thank you so much for your order. I saw that this morning. It doesn't have to be scripted. It's just literally, thank you so much for your order. Did you connect with them on social media? Are you following them on Instagram? Are they following you? Are you friends with them on Facebook? I don't know if you do Twitter. I don't know how to do Twitter. Maybe you like Snapchat or TikTok, any one of those newer ones. Definitely figure out a way to connect with them on social media, because that's going to be able to give them a glimpse of who you are as a consultant and create those connections between things that you have in common. And you will be able to learn more about them as well. So connect. Once I do that, I check mark that. I want to see, I don't invite everybody to my VIP group right away. I just found out about Chloe Cox's rule where she doesn't invite them to her VIP group until they order a second time. And that actually makes a lot of sense, because anybody can order one time. But if they don't show loyalty, if they don't decide to order a second time, then that's not a customer who is loyal. That's not someone who is probably going to invest a lot of time in a relationship with you as far as responding to your emails or your text messages. So wait to click on that until they order a second time. Subscribe them to email newsletter. Again, this is not something that I always do every single, like the first time that they order. I wait for it to come up in conversation, and I'll show you in an actual person's card that sometimes it's been a month or two, and I wait until it's a good opportunity for say, hey, are you subscribed to my newsletter? Can I add your email to it? It only comes once a month. Sometimes there's a little bit more in there, like I might send it twice a month, but for the most part, it's a great way to get a heads up on what's new and what's happening. And so that I leave that check marked or uncheck marked if I haven't yet added them to my newsletter. And then I always want to make sure, if they're brand new, or even if they've just ordered, I want to check in to see how they are liking their newest products that they ordered. So that, of course, would be done after I follow up with them. I also will write down here in comments, like if I talk to them, let's see, today's April 20th, oops, and it is the 2020. I sent email thank you card. Let them know I will check in after they receive their goodies. Okay, so now let's say they ordered the night before. I want to make a due date. So let's say they ordered the 19th. This is the 20th. I sent them a thank you. Now it's probably going to take them at least a week or a little bit more to get their orders, unpack their orders. So I'm probably going to schedule a follow-up on the 29th. And if I check on it on the 29th, or even if I check on it, let's say on the 24th, I check to see if it's been shipped. Sorry, my kiddo's playing with the lights. I'll check to see if it's been shipped. If it's been shipped, I'll send her a little text like, hey, I saw that it was shipped. It should arrive this day. If I see that it's not been shipped, I probably will just reschedule my follow-up for the following Monday. I typically only do follow-ups Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but of course it's always optional. You guys can change that for yourself, whatever works better. If you have 5 minutes a day, you do it every day. If you do it only once a week and you spend an hour and a half, that's cool too. It's up to you. All right, so then I'll leave that there. I'll save it. And then what's really neat about Trello is when you actually first sign in, you have, let me see, home. There we go. Oh, it doesn't show it in this view. There we go. There's the view I was thinking. It actually shows you when you have an action pending, when it's already past due, it'll show you in your home page of Trello, like, hey, you need to come and fix this right away because it's already overdue. As things are getting closer, it'll be like here, it's that reddish orangey color, like it's past due. Here's what's due today. And then here's what's coming up soon in yellow, which is really nice to see. It's really nice to see that in a visual of who do you have to talk to. So here I am, my follow-up board again. If you don't know how to use Trello, definitely go and find out more information. I love Kimberly Polita's Trello trainings. That's where I've learned all of this from. Okay, so now we're in our actual, let's keep that customer template up at the top so that I always have it easily available. And now I'm gonna scroll, let's see, let's minimize this. And you can see that here are all my months. I usually do 3 to 4, yeah, I don't have anything scheduled for in the next couple of months. The reason why I do it by months and not by like the 113 system or the 222 system, where it's like the second time you talk to them, the fourth time you talk to them, so forth and so on. Sometimes I have a customer who says, I thank you so much for following up, but don't talk to me again until Christmas. And so then I would schedule their follow-up probably the end of November or maybe the middle of November because of Thanksgiving and all that. October 1st is actually when the Christmas stuff comes out. So that's probably more likely where I would actually schedule their follow-up. But that way I can just pull their name right down here. Hold on. An easier way to do this would actually to be click on the list, April, and then change the list to October. Move it, and then you'll see it down here. October, there's Rayanne. Okay, so that is that. Let me move her back. I don't want to forget about her until October. What's a very cool thing too is that if you learn how to make or to use Trello, there are actual ways to organize your dates, your due dates. Like let's say you just throw in a bunch of due dates and they're not in order, you can create a shortcut or a butler action, and it'll sort it by the most, it'll sort it by the one that needs to happen most recently to relay this. Hey, I need it to be quiet, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Oh, thank you. All right, so going back to my customer template, here are the labels that I've chosen to utilize. There's actually one that's hiding down here. It's show more labels. So you can see here are all my labels. Let me make that a little bit bigger. Host conversation, join conversation, party order, Scentsy order. I kind of organize them by, have we had this conversation? Where did their order come from? And then have they hosted before, or are they a past consultant? So those are my 3 categories that I organized by using these little star emojis, heart emojis, or these like little flowery looking emojis, or symbols. I don't know what you call them. But those are the can't talk. Those are the way I label my customers so that I can very quickly see, have I had a conversation about joining with them? No, I haven't. Okay, let me see if I can somehow when next time I follow up with them, like maybe we can work it in. I can casually bring it up if there's an opportunity, if it's natural. All right, it might just be unnatural and then just say, hey, I just thought about you. You are such an amazing customer and I know you love Scentsy. I don't know if you need extra money right now, but have you ever thought about it? Simple as that. Okay, so trying to think, make sure I walk you through my system. So here you'll see I have a customer. She is a whiff box or swag bag order. I do my own swag bags occasionally, where I'll create my own mystery boxes or bags. So here her order is due, or her follow-up is due on the 20th. And let's see what I had put here. I just created this like a week and a half ago, so I'm not quite completely filling all of this out, but you can see on the 15th, I sent her a scent of the month sample. So now my follow-up, why I have a follow-up due today, is because I want to ask her, how did she like the sample? And thank you so much for your whiff box. How did you enjoy everything? I actually know already that her whiff box hasn't been mailed yet, but I will be following up with her on her sample, because maybe she might want to order that sample next, or maybe I can mail her one of my scent of the month bars that I currently have in stock for less than if she were to order it on my website. I have no idea, but I guess I could find out, right? Okay, I hope this is roughly made sense, but once I complete her follow-up, I would then edit this. I would say she didn't like it or she loved it and she wants to order more. It's her new favorite scent. She uses it in her bathroom. Now I have a little bit of information about her, about that particular scent. So I know that anything in the future, I might be able to offer her, hey, I know you love to be fabulous. What do you think about this one? Or I know you didn't like that one, so I don't think you're gonna like this one either. It's a way to get really good at providing really great customer service to your customers. Once I have done that and I've written my notes, I will decide when is the next time that I want to follow up with her. I typically will follow up every month-ish. And I don't say follow up in the name of like, hey, do you want to order? But I say like, hey, how's it going? What's new in your life? Or I'll notice something that they've done on social media, on Facebook or Instagram, and I'll ask them like, hey, I saw that you went on that hike the other day. If there's something that I can relate to, or I have a question about it that's a legitimate, genuine question, and I want to build a relationship with her, then I'm going to ask her like, hey, did you take your dog on that hike? Because I'd love to take my dog on a hike, and which is true. I'm always looking for things to take him, or places to take him. What else? I might have a conversation with her about hosting or joining. I'll just make my notes and I'll pick my new date, and then I'll move her name over to where the new date would be. She might not be interested. She might say, oh, you know what? Thank you so much for checking in. I loved the stuff that I got this month. Probably going to skip next month, but I'll reorder in June. So then I'd move her over to June. Whatever she might say, I'll make plans accordingly. What else? Okay, that is Trello. Now, how I use AMI with it, I'm gonna pull up, let's see, stop the share, and we're gonna go to share with let's see, will it let me? Oh no. Let me plug in my phone because it'll let me share with my phone with a little cord. Can't think of the word. There it is. The right? No, that's not the right one. There we go. Pardon me. Okay, so we're gonna share. Trust. What just happened? Okay. Cancel. Share screen with my phone. Share. All right, you guys should be able to see my screensaver, which, by the way, if you need a fun way to keep your goals at the forefront of your mind so that you're constantly every day doing something small to be working towards those goals, then have them be your screensaver. This is my screensaver that I used to help me get to the incentive trip, which was a stop in New York, but really it was the cruise to Bermuda. I was more excited about, obviously, New York. All right, here is my AMI dashboard. So you can see that I've had 16 orders. I'm about 40% of the way to my goal this month. My PRV so far, to-dos that I've completed, messages that I've sent, how many people. I don't actually use the social site, the personal social shop link very often, so you can tell I've not had anybody visit there. But here I'm going to go to my to-dos at the bottom. Can you guys see that all right? Over here, you'll see my workflow, and I want to, let's say, connect with my customers. So here, I'm going to see, oh, it's telling me that I should check in with Barbara Robbins, right? The second one down, or Desiree Collins. So I'm going to check on Desiree, and it's telling me I should check on her order. She recently just ordered a bunch of cleaning products. She's actually my cousin. So what I'll do is I'll send a text message to her. I'll use the template. I might switch it around. Hey, okay, I'm actually going to change that. So I don't want it to actually do all caps. Hey, Des, want to say thank you for your order. Okay. I already know she got her order because, see, she sent me this picture on Tuesday. So I actually don't need to follow up with her. I would probably just say, oh, you know what? She did want to do Scentsy Club order. Hey, Des. I'm going to change it to say, did you have a chance to sign up for Scentsy Club? Scentsy Club. Did you need any help? Okay. Yeah. Just was thinking about you, which is true. About, yeah. Okay, hit send. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go stop sharing there. And I'm going to share my screen again on my follow-up. And I'm going to look for Des. Ha ha ha, what are you saying? Yeah, okay. So I'm going to look for her name, and I can see that I actually don't have her in my Trello system yet. So because it's a brand new system that I'm starting to use. Shh, baby girl, it's quiet time. I'm almost talking, okay? I'm creating a card for her. Okay, close the template. Here she is. I know that she's actually a past consultant. She's never hosted for me. She wants to have, let's see, she ordered through a party, and she's ordered before online. Okay. She's thinking about Scentsy Club, so I'm not going to put that quite yet. Close the labels. I know she's a teacher. Her husband's name is Chris. I just happened she has fur babies, Cooper and Apollo. I know all this because she's my cousin again. And Apollo. She lives in Colorado. So forth and so on. How we met. Birth. All right. I know she's already in my VIP group. We've already connected on social media. I did send her a thank you for her order. I have not, technically I did check in because she texted me that she got it. And then I'm gonna write here, April 2020, I don't remember exactly the date. Hey baby, shh, I need you to be quiet, please. She got her cleaning supplies order and wanted to know how to get it often with Scentsy Club. Okay, that was earlier this month. Now I'm gonna write down April 20th. Actually, I'm gonna do it this way because I like shorthand. For 2020, I text her, did she have, asked about Scentsy Club. Did she sign up yet? Okay. So now I'm gonna follow up with her due date, probably in next month. So let's do May. Today's the 20th, so I'll do the 25th. So it's about a month away. And I will ask her if she got a Scentsy Club subscription, and maybe I'll share with her if she decided not to. I'll share with her the newest warmer of the month. I might tell her all about a scent I think she might like. Whatever it is that I can think of that's new that she might not know is what I'll share with her next month. And that is that. So I'll move her name, Desiree Collins. Her due date, you can tell right here, it's May 25th. I'll move her over to May. And look, she is no longer in order. So I'm going to hit that sort all button, and it's going to actually filter through all the due dates and change them so that the most recent is at the top. I hope that makes sense. I hope that you find something useful here. I like to add the little emojis to my list because it makes them pop a little better. So I made them in a rainbow. I haven't changed all of them yet, but you can see, this is with an extension of Trello. You can change your view of the different lists that you have so that I don't have to scroll forever to find them, and it just kind of condenses the list down short. But there you are. I hope this has helped. I hope that if you have any questions, please reach out. I'll be happy to walk you through this. I will be creating a template that you can use. So basically you will be able to copy my board, and then it won't have any of my information on there, and you'll be able to start from scratch with customers that you currently are getting, like orders you're getting this month. And I would probably start with 3 months prior to where you are to start following up with them and adding those people into the system. All right. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye. Bye.